Eugene. Nearing the midway point of this season, Week 5 in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, glad to have you with us. Holly Rowe down on the sideline with the latest on an injury.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the number 1 offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today. This game. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they adjust. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans offense as they take control of the football first. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Man, he was razor sharp last time out, completed better than 70% of his passes, throwing for 200-plus yards. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give.
Well, this guy's been sensational individually, and when he plays well, he gives his team a chance to win. We know that. Now, obviously, they've got 2 losses. You can't afford another one if you want to reach the college football playoff, David. I think people around him need to step up, and that's going to be, I think, critical in this game.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Left side, it's Norman. Oh, he's got some space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And the Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Davis will throw. Gonna let it fly. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
There's a crease. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Turns it upfield. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Driven back.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
11th play of this opening drive coming up at this one, a 3rd and long. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
As a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Knocked down immediately.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing.
Touchdown, Michigan State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Ducks offense will now get its first chance with the football. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The 3 of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Bolitnikoff awards. The tradition at the position of receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Ducks will punt this one away. Trying to get started. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attack.
Davis looking to pass. Catch open down the middle. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. On target over the middle. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Straight ahead, it's Smith. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to the run, it's Davis. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Smith. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Spartans will try to move the sticks on fourth down. Needs it. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. They've moved to the 16. It's first and 10. Right back to the well. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Davis will throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. Made the grab in the end zone for 6.
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him, had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground. Remember, got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. And the returner goes down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
An 8-yard pickup on the 2nd and 2. They'll run it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Drives inside. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Ducks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, that's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State, you're going to find what? A bell cow running back that you can feed.
He's changing the play. Davis looking to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davis. Touchdown, Spartans! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Just feeds the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Firing deep. Reels it in down the left side. Hits the crease. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks.
A nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. On the return, it's Wiggins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Snagged in the middle, it's Wiggins. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play, now it's 2nd and 5. Out wide right, it's Akbar. Works it ahead for 6 yards on the play. That'll be enough for the first down, and it also takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Davis will throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got it in the middle. It's Wiggins.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Davis looking to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70%.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their...
Catch inside the 30 and still running. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Wants to throw on 1st. That's caught. It's Sellers. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Back to pass on 2nd down. Rush right in his face. Got it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Now Michigan State wants to stop the clock. It's their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Davis will throw. Touchdown, Sparty! Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. defense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Hands it off. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the number 5 team, the Texas Longhorns.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I caught up with the Ducks head coach coming out of the locker room at the half. They have got to consider what they should do here in the second half. Their young quarterback, getting the first start of his career, has struggled here in the first half. They have some decisions to make. I will keep you posted as to the conversations and what I'm seeing on the sideline about how they handle this young player moving forward. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. Trying to take it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. The handoff. Turning it on. He's past the marker. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go.
And the ball is free on the pitch. And the defense got it. They knocked. Found after the takeaway and a big play for this defense. Working the ground game.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another.
Touchdown, Ducks! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll ride Davis here. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Davis looking to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Akbar. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Hands it off. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look. Playing man across the board, you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete on the right side. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. The ride, looking for a crease. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They fought their way all the way back, and it's a 1-possession game.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah. A masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The give to Davis. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Davis will throw. They're all over him. And here's the third interception of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Tells to run, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Ducks. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they and his trigger men not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. First play of this drive. Got his man in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down for this offense. Quick give. It's Davis. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The way these two teams are putting up numbers, all kinds of time left as we start the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll give it to him again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll ride Davis here. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Davis looking to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Converts on 4th down, still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll try the left side. Powers through the defender. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Push is ahead. Touchdown, Spartans! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Hand it to the back. Jukes his way for more. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
It's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work. I don't like the idea of throwing the ball there.
All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Ducks! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this team's belief in their self. I love the way they responded. Listen, you're playing against a ranked team, a perceived better team. You get down early, but you don't quit, Jesse. You keep fighting, and they took the lead in this football game. You talk about heart and belief, they got it.
You're absolutely right, David. And that's one of the things this coaching staff is always harping on this team about. You play until there's zeros on the clock. You keep fighting. It doesn't matter how much you get down by. You play the next play, and they slowly but surely have scratched and clawed their way right back into this game.
Davis will throw. Lost one deep down the right side. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Oh, man, and that's a big interception late in this game. And listen, I know you're trying to go vertical with the 4 verts, but so did the defense. Great job staying deep, playing the football in the air, and forcing the ginormous turnover.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And the RPO got it. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Ducks have taken it inside the 20. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The snap sets up the throw. Into the end zone, and it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
With a minute 52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Davis looking to pass. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime. But it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Defense rose up. Now a second and long coming. Swings it out to his running back. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! They extend the lead. About to push their record to 3-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Pulls in the deep ball. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Rashad Downs going up top. Right side, it's Sellers. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now Michigan State wants to stop the clock. It's their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Davis will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's Wiggins. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right?
It's complete! And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish. 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Looking to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a cover. They'll need to get this onside kick to do it. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest,